back again. Had to spin for the win. But yeah, man, we back with another one, man. I hope y'all good. I hope y'all been good. If so, let's keep it that way. If not, it get greater later. I ain't trust me. You hold it down. You feel me? But we back with another video. I forgot y'all name right here. But y'all remember Spottem got him. I remember, bro. I remember a little bit about bro. I ain't never like one piece shit like that, but I remember him. You know what I'm saying? Um, Spot got him. Spottem got him smashed in prison by Bloods over snitching. Needless to say, Buddy has not been having a good time. You know, it's one thing to get smashed on, period, but it's another thing to get smashed on in prison. In prison, I'd be surprised if Shawty is still alive. To be honest with you, but yeah, let me get into it, man. Y'all know I ain't got no fancy intro for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Rock with me or you don't. You feel me? Let's get into the video.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS.
What's up,
it's
my boy?
1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on SpottemGottem getting smashed by the Bloods in Florida State Prison.
Florida
When
State
it comes to
that.
sliding on ops, well, SpottemGottem wasn't doing any of that, but they was definitely doing it to him. The rapper blew up with his 2020 song Beatbox that turned into a TikTok sensation.
Yeah,
A year later, he got fired up in a Miami drive-by and luckily survived being shot 5 times. A year after that, his rap career would be shot down after it was exposed by yours truly that he snitched on his fellow gang member, YNR Mookie. YNR Mookie exited the apartment followed by Nehemiah Haddon, who's more commonly known as Jacksonville rapper SpottemGottem. Both men were detained as an officer conducted a search of the residence. In the bathroom, a 9mm Glock and 9mm Springfield XDS were found fully loaded, each equipped with an extended magazine and a round in the chamber. With the search of the apartment concluded, Mookie was read his Miranda rights and invoked his right to remain silent. So Mookie invoked his right to remain silent. He didn't want to say nothing.
You should.
SpottemGottem was then read his Miranda rights and provided the following statement. Spottem said he arrived at the house at 9 p.m., stating he was sleeping on the couch when the police lights shined through the window. At that time, Spottem said Mookie began pacing in the living room saying, "Dang man, the crackers are here." Spottem asked Mookie why he was freaking out, and Spottem told officers Mookie just kept repeating, "Dang man, dang man." Spottem stated he then observed Mookie walk into his bedroom and then walked out with items in his hand and a t-shirt covering them. Officers asked Spottem if he had any guess to what Mookie was carrying in his t-shirt, and Spottem said, "A pole." So, I mean, this is the thing, right? The police are asking, what do they think he had? And, you know, SpottemGottem says guns. I mean, it's like you're basically putting the guns in your homie's hands. You know what I'm saying? You're literally confirming that they were his, and then they found them in the location that you told them they would be in. I asked Harden if he had to guess what Jackson was carrying in his shirt. Harden said a pole. I asked Harden if he had used the bathroom since he was at the residence tonight, and he stated he did.
I thought to pause it, but y'all let me know. Please let me know in the comments, man, if the volume levels are good, bro. Y'all can hear me good. If y'all can hear the videos good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Early in the evening, Harden stated the toilet flushed properly, which made him believe there was nothing in the water tank of the toilet. Harden stated Jackson was the only one to enter the bathroom prior to police arrival. Remember, that's where they found the gun. So you basically told on your boy. With Spottem's reputation getting smoked online, Lil Durk would go as far as sending him back the 100,000 Spottem paid for a feature. Considered a TikTok-driven one-hit wonder, none of his releases would exceed beatbox in views, and the music began to slow down. Spottem was now making headlines for his arrests. A parking attendee was standing on
Look like he about
business
12
telling
years old.
Spottem and his 4-car entourage they need to pay the $80 parking fee. That's when the rapper pointed a gun with a green laser at him before telling him, "You know what it is," and fleeing the scene. Spottem would also be
What?
arrested for trying to flee police on
Wait,
a
what?
jet ski. Spottem would before telling him fee. That's when the and his 4-car entourage they need to pay the $80 standing on business telling for his arrests. A parking attendee was standing on business telling Spottem and his 4-car entourage they need to pay the $80 parking fee. That's when the rapper pointed a gun with a green laser at him before telling him, "You know what it is," and fleeing.
What?
Y'all niggas that damn bad at $80, bro. Y'all can pay an $80 fee to park y'all shit in your folk parking lot. You gonna point a gun at a nigga because you said you owe $80? It's like, I don't know. It's like niggas. Y'all niggas slow. Y'all niggas stupid. Y'all niggas stupid, man. Y'all niggas stupid. I try to be politically correct about it, but I can't. Y'all niggas just dumb. Like that shit so stupid, man. It's like niggas get a gun and they just can't wait to like just touch the shit. I love guns my damn self. But nigga, I'ma only up that bitch if I'ma blow your shit off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna up that shit to scare a motherfucker. I ain't gotta do that. So you gonna up some shit cause somebody just doing a fucking job. Shawty just doing their fucking job. He probably did. I'm willing to bet that he ain't even come like disrespectful or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He probably just like, hey, y'all owe $80. It's just $80 for the parking. You know what I'm saying? You gonna up a gun at the nigga and say you know what it is. Nigga, I don't know what it is. I know that's a gun in your hand. That's all I know. Knowing me, I would have said that shit. But it's like, bro, I guess the music career was flopping that bad. That shit was flopping that bad. Where you had to go to somebody else shit and threaten their life by putting a gun in their face for doing their job. Over 80 goddamn dollars. Over my Wi-Fi bill. Y'all niggas so stupid and lame game. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. And I got plenty of homies that's in that life. I ain't even calling homies. I got plenty of associates that's in that life. And they won't do no dumbass shit like that, bro. Y'all niggas stupid as hell. Y'all niggas stupid as hell, bro. It's that type of niggatry that really like gets under my skin. What's that actor name? Y'all seen Sinners? Is the damn, what's his name? Is Brando? Something Brando. It's the actor that played the harmonica. He was playing the older black guy. He played the harmonica. The Sinners. I forgot his name. Um, but he had a movie with Omar Epps. I forgot the name of that movie. He was like, was he a cop? I can't remember. But he was like, I love hardworking, honest black people. You know what I'm saying? But I can't stand niggas. And that shit real, gang. Cause like that's niggatry. That's niggatry, bro. That is niggatry. That's a form of niggatry. And that poor dude that had that gun put in his face for no fucking reason at all. is one of the, honest working black people. He could be selling some dope on the side. He ain't nothing but a parking attendant. He could be selling some dope on the side. But at that moment in time, Shadow was just doing his job. He did not deserve to have a gun in his face over nothing. Especially if that shit wasn't even actually used. Lame ass nigga. Like, I don't know. That shit hurt.
The scene. Spottem would also be arrested for trying to flee police on a jet ski, and again for a high-speed chase in a Corvette which crashed. Officers recovered a Glock with a switch and found Spottem hiding in a shed. Fast forward to August 30th, 2024, Spottem would be sentenced to 3 years, 8 months, and 19 days in Florida State Prison. The internet began speculating if Spottem would last, knowing he stands a whopping 5'4", and truth.
Listen, let me be real clear on this shit. I'm not a gangster. I'm a grown ass man, which means that when I go outside, I got a mission to make my black ass back home, and I'm gonna do that shit by any means. And on top of that, I stand on principle and moral, and I don't say the things that I say on this YouTube channel, on this reaction channel, or in my music to portray a gangster personality. You know what I'm saying? It's just real shit. I'm out here getting this bag to bring it back home to feed my kids. Anybody try to stop that, I'm gonna put you down. That shouldn't even be gangster shit. That should just be survival, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Me saying, I'm not gonna up some shit unless I'm gonna use it. That ain't gangster shit. That's just common sense. A gun is not a fucking toy. It's a defense tactic or a tool. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to be clear. I'm not a gangster. Whoever come across this video, you know what I'm saying? If y'all know these little niggas or whatever, don't come at me. Don't come in my DMs like y'all do that one nigga, Matt Moolah. Shout out Matt though. But nigga, nah, I just say whatever the fuck I want to say. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying nothing disrespectful. What that shit was stupid. That shit was stupid. That not disrespectful. That was real. That shit was stupid. And niggas lying for that. I'm gonna keep saying it. You know what I'm saying? And unless I feel like I can't defend myself, nigga might call the police. Nigga might call the police. Nigga, I'm a citizen. I'm not a gangster. I'm not living that life. I'm not in the streets. You feel me? But you ain't gotta be in the streets to kill a nigga. Killing a motherfucker is easy. That shit easy. All you gotta do is squeeze. That shit easy. I can do that shit with a smile on my face. That shit is easy. And it's not the niggas that portray that shit 24/7. They got it. It's not the niggas that act hard 24/7. They're not the ones you gotta worry about. You know what I'm saying? That's not in most cases, that's not the ones you gotta worry about. Niggas walking around with shiesties on and shit. And talking to oorah, you know what I'm saying? They're not the ones you gotta worry about. Them niggas trying to prove some shit still. They still trying to prove some shit. This is niggas that's cool, calm, and collected. I'm the ones you gotta worry about. I'm just giving y'all a little bit of free game. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? To sounding my own horn and that, but y'all nigga lying for that. That one really pissed me off a little bit. Y'all lame as hell for that. And 9 times out of 10, niggas like that can't throw, let alone take a punch. Y'all niggas is not fighters, gang. I'm from gladiator school, nigga. I was born in 91, nigga. You feel me? I'm 35 years old, gang. I used to beat niggas the fuck up. I ain't own a gun until I don't know how old I was. It was pretty fucking recently though. I was in my 30s. The first time I owned my own gun, not having access to a gun, but owned my own shit. I ain't owned my own shit till I hit my 30s. And I bought that shit from the store. Fuck you talking about? I ain't got no record. I get one though. I get one though, nigga bring some bullshit over here. I get one for sure. But it's like, bro, it's like that type of shit though. I ain't gonna keep going on shit. That shit, it just pissed me off. Just know that shit pissed me off.
Be told, it seems like Spottem was ready to find out. On September 20th, 2024, Spottem would enter the Florida.
I forgot they cut niggas' head in that bitch. That nigga look like he look like the Buddha statue with tattoos. And he look like a heel on the foot. Shawty don't even look evil. He don't look evil like motherfucker that's really on that shit. You know, they look, you can tell. He don't look like that, bro. He just got a whole bunch of ink on his light skinned ass body. That's it. Shawty look like he'll get punched on every fucking day.
The Department of Corrections, and only 1 month later he DM'd me saying, "All my brother's murder I put on for this."
See, this shit right here, bro. This shit right here, bro. Don't come in my DMs with that shit, gang. Don't do that shit, bro. Don't do that shit. Your bitch ass love trolling, kid. Who your big homie? I know you little ass ain't getting no 31. All my brother's murder. I put on for this shit. G's. All the homies. I got the blanket wrapped around me. And once my brother Mookie come home, all them food. What is it? FUCK? As allegations gonna be over with. And I see you, homie, though. Or is that fool ass allegation? What, that's some Florida shit? That's some Florida slang or something? On my way, and I see you, homie, though. What? These niggas be literate than a motherfucker. All my brother's murder I put on for this shit. On G's without a home. You still call a nigga your brother that you basically snitched on. Basically. You basically sat there and gave the police information. That's you basically gave the police information. You made their job easy as hell. Every step of the way. Ooh. Sir, can you tell us about so and so? Hell no, I forgot how to talk, bitch. What you talking about? But I don't know, bro. Niggas, man. Nigga, I ain't what? Even when I was doing my little shit, man. Nigga, what? It wouldn't have been no co-defendant. I wouldn't have had no co-defendant. I wouldn't have had no co-defendant. Cause these niggas out here telling on everybody and everything and crashing out over stupid shit. He finna sit there and crash out about $80. Other than that, he probably crash out about a little piece of pussy or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be out here emotional than a motherfucker. And your bitch ass like, man, do not hit me in my DMs with this shit. Do not come in my DMs at all with this shit, bro. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like I said, I ain't a gangster game, but don't do it, bro. I'm just making YouTube videos about shit that y'all did and y'all made public. Just like that nigga Matt Muller be saying. But I'm not one of them niggas, man. Just know that this is just content. And y'all niggas telling on y'all selves. Use your fucking brain. Y'all niggas telling on y'all selves, bro. Don't get mad at the nigga laughing at y'all stupid ass nigga. You stupid? Hell yeah, we gonna laugh at you. Stop being stupid. We won't laugh at you. What?
Shit. I'm G's with all the homies. I got the blanket wrapped around me. And once my brother Mookie come home, all the fool ass allegations gonna be over with. I see you, homie, though. So to translate, SpottemGottem's been claiming sex, money, murder for years. He's always throwing up B's, whatever. And he's basically saying he's with all the bros. He's with all the bloods. He's good. They got the blanket around him, meaning he's welcome. And he's saying YNR Mookie is going to clear his name when he comes home, as if we all can't read the paperwork for ourselves.
Right.
You know, YNR Mookie, if that was your boy, he can forgive you, but the paperwork is the paperwork. You can't change that.
You change that paperwork, man.
Music is one of the best ways to express your feelings. And that's why today we're gonna do some.
Pictures would even make their way to the blogs of Spottem in cells or in the bathroom, showing not only was he in prison, but he was in general population. Unfortunately,
It's like, why, who do you have to prove that to? Like, getting locked up and being around a bunch of niggas, having to fight for your life every day. You hearing and experiencing all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And seeing all type of shit. It ain't nothing but niggas around you, bro. How is that a badge of honor? How is that a badge of honor? But then you got motherfuckers out here that's living decent lives. They ain't got to worry, ain't got to look over their shoulder every motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. But they the lame ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga laid up with a female, and he a lame ass nigga. You go to sleep and wake up to dick every day. Nigga, me personally, I don't want to live that life. I love pussy too much. I'm not trying to live that life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, y'all niggas need to roll the fuck up.
this shit didn't last long. A Florida blogger slash TikToker from Madison County named DG Did It would post to Instagram a conversation with a current prisoner who not only witnessed Spottem get smashed off the pound, he ordered the hit.
So what the situation was, okay,
Situation.
you got these rat allegations on you. You got that you know that's blood, but he ended up getting a nigga in trouble because trying to bring him home money-wise, you feel me, trying to capitalize. So fool go to trying to be blood, so but before the got to the camp, the homies had already told him he can't be blood. So he tried to be west side, then he tried to be east side, then he tried to be Valentine. You feel me? He tried to jump to these different hoods, but had all
That
the
nigga
stuff.
hood hopping like a hoe, bro. That nigga hood hopping like a female, but what the fuck? Why you want to be in the game so bad, bro? Why niggas want to be in the game so bad? I can see these niggas, man, niggas I ran into and bumped into that was in that shit. Nigga, they was born into that shit. Niggas wasn't actively trying to fucking join a set, bro. That's the lamest shit I ever heard in my life.
Blood, there's no rat, that's our laws. There's rules to this shit, you get what I'm saying? Long story short, bring him home one-on-one, boom. The nigga who bring him home, we had a meeting with him, tell him that's a dub, he can't be homie. So he boot up on one of the homies, okay, the big he that poster brought him home, end up getting blowed, boom, the homie shoot him. Just out of disrespect that you trying to bring a rat home, so you really saying fuck blood, ain't nothing bigger than
They smoked the nigga cause he brought a rat to the crib, nigga. Oh my god.
this beat. So then a little fool go to talking sporty about, you know, how he living on the streets, whatever, to one of the bros. But at the same time, being that you was stamped as a dub and you can't be blood and you allowed him to bring you home anywhere, now you just show major disrespect to the nation. So
Makes perfect sense.
we gave them boys like 24 hours to get them off the compound. And shit, it wasn't happening. Okay, boom, fool ended up checking it in. I guess somebody ended up calling his old girl, so his old girl called up here, they put him in a box. So Lil Gangsta, I ain't gonna lie, Lil Gangsta signed a waiver saying he don't wanna leave the compound. You know, he wanna stay on the pound, so he signed the waiver saying that if anything happened to him, they're responsible, they let him back on the pound. So now me and the bros are looking like, my bad, but me and the bros looking like, that's a dub, fool got to go. So they ended up, the nation ended up stamping him as a plate. You feel me? So they end up saying
nigga eat.
that he was a celebrity. So when a become a celebrity, meaning shoot on sight, you feel me? You get what I'm saying? So when the homies get called to perform, nobody couldn't catch him because he wouldn't leave the dorm. You get what I'm saying? And then the officers, they not green, so they got whiff for everything. So every time he moved, they were moving with him. So you know me being who I am, you feel me? I'm barking with the homies like, yo, y'all making us look bad, cause when it's a who that on the play, if it's a plate, he got to get off the compound. Cause then guess what, that compound go to looking like they not standing on business. So long story short, it was orchestrated, put the play in what it was, so he ended up getting out of confinement. When he ended up getting out of confinement now, he got to go to pick up his property. So when he was going to get his property, had on already orchestrated the play like this the best time to get him because he don't go nowhere. So we thinking it's gonna be sweet, but everything moving funny on the compound because it's like they know what's up. So he had a lady, an older officer, follow him. Well, she wasn't following him, my bad. He was walking over there, and it's like, while we about to get him, you get what I'm saying? The lady just called him out the blue, like, hey, spot him. He turn around, he go holler at her. I'm like, damn, that looking funny, because you know I'm not there to shoot. I'm really just there to make sure nothing gonna go wrong. So she walked back with him, but she put like a little 20 feet gap between her and him, so it wasn't shit, it ain't nothing else to say. The homie pulled up on him, shot him in his face and his neck, bump, blowed him. He ran across the glass towards where the lady was, so she like, you feel me, what's going on? Like, what's going on? He wasn't saying that at first, so then she see the blood leaking. He pointed back talking about, on some same rat shit over there. So I'm looking like, man, bitch, he pointing at me and my dog, like, you feel me? But the nigga who shot him already gone, you feel me? No face, no case, so like, it wasn't on camera, it was in a blind spot, so he ended up getting gone, you feel me? But yeah, that's the whole situation with him transferring, bro. And everywhere he land at, it's gonna be a problem. You get what I'm saying?
Now, SpottemGottem.
I'm saying, bro, you got down looking over your shoulder every minute of the day. It don't matter if you on the street, on the outside, or you on the ends, nigga. It don't matter, nigga. If your ass stamp, you got, nigga. You got, gang. Got. Ain't no getting out of it. Ain't no getting away from it. You can get released. Nigga, that don't mean you safe. Only way you gonna be safe is if it safe. Only way you gonna be safe, damn. Only way you gonna be safe is if your ass turn agoraphobic. For you slowpokes, agoraphobic is when, you know, you ever seen like somebody that's scared and never leave their house because they scared of outside. Like, nigga might open their front door. Nigga won't even put his pinky toe over the ground outside their front door. They so scared of outside. You know what I'm saying? Nigga turn agoraphobic. Niggas get agoraphobic. That's the only way your ass gonna be safe. You probably ain't gonna be safe then. Nigga probably pull up and switch to your whole crib. Nigga shoot your whole house up. Maybe. Niggas ain't no laws in the Wild Wild West, bro. You feel me? It really just depend on how organized the niggas move. If the niggas move sloppy, hell yeah, they come spray your shit all up. You know? But if they got some organization about themselves, nah, they ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna move too hot. You feel me? But can't be me, boy. I enjoy the life I live, nigga. I enjoy the life I live, nigga. I ain't got no problem to let somebody start one with me. And then if it started, I finish it. Go on by my business. I love that shit, baby. Most of them, I ain't got no problems with nobody. Don't nobody start shit with me. Cause regular people don't want problems. Regular people don't want problems. Even the motherfuckers that really seen war, if you really seen war, if you really seen war, if you really stood on the front lines of some shit, you don't even want no problems, guy. You tell me I'm lying. You don't even want no problems, guy. You ain't finna be walking around here putting a gun in the nigga face because he said you owe $80. You ain't gonna be doing dumb shit like that. If you really seen the shit, if you really was there, you don't want no shit like that, but cause you know how fucking you know how vicious, how wicked that shit can get. Every time before the shit crack off, nigga, you got down what's it called? The butterflies in your stomach when you down there want to take shit. I don't give a fuck how many times you done stood on the front lines, nigga. You gonna always get them butterflies. You gonna always get them, nigga. Cause you don't know if this is gonna be your day or not. You feel me? So it's like, bro, niggas like this that just move crazy like that, bro. Like them niggas stupid, man.
Or at least someone using his page would go as far as commenting on DG Did It's video saying cap. So I requested the paperwork, and it's far from cap. In Florida State Prison, there is no such thing as PC, otherwise known as protective custody. Instead, it has another name, PM, or protective management. Florida doesn't offer PC yards like California or other states. Instead, they just put you in confinement, send you to a different prison until you get stabbed again, or send you to a prison that offers protective management units, aka PC dorms. Well, on June 6, 2025, inmate Nehemiah Harden, aka SpottemGottem, would have a protective management interview with an officer. Spottem would complete a DC 6-112C, which is a witness statement form, but signed Section 3, a voluntary refusal to make a statement. The review would state Spottem was at the property line when he was assaulted by an unknown inmate. The details would be redacted, and Spottem would be placed in confinement pending protective management. So the story of Spottem being attacked in the property line appears to be true. I'd also get a copy of the incident report stating the same thing. It would also say Spottem would be known as a rapper and they recommend placing him in a PM unit. So while Spottem allegedly signed a waiver thinking he was good in general population, he immediately got smashed off the pound and placed in a protective management before being transferred away. Now the way they did this was essentially perfect. Because when you get out of confinement, everybody knows you have to go to property. You have to go grab all your stuff that's basically been stored in there while you've been in confinement. And you don't have access to anything. You don't have a weapon, you don't have nothing. You go to property, then you go to the dorm, and you're brand new in the dorm, so you still gotta try to get something. They caught him at property, which means he must have been out of confinement for like an hour or something before they popped him. And it sounds like he got slashed. The way it was described, if he got hit with a lock, they would have said he got fired up. They said he got blowed. That's either stabbed or slashed. It would make sense. They hit him on the face, they hit him on the neck. He went running, they saw the blood. And you know, dude that did it obviously hauled ass, threw the weapon, whatever. But they knocked him off the pound ASAP. And the reason being was, if you pay attention to the story that was told, there was a blood who wanted Spottem to be a blood so that he could extort him, so he could be cool with him for the money. And he brought him home in a one-on-one, meaning they got in a cell and most likely pretended to fight. And he was like, yeah, homie, you blood, just make sure that money comes through. So they popped the dude that did that made him a blood.
Yep.
And then they popped him just because. Now, this whole situation is ironic,
Crazy.
how the internet was just up in flames about Boosie saying Kodak Black was PC in the feds. Young Thug would defend Kodak, saying he was smart for being PC. And well, this is a clear-cut example of what happens when you're no good on the yard and you decide to walk it. You either fire off and get yourself removed, or you fall victim. Now, the Bloods have made it clear he's a plate as heard on the audio, meaning any compound he hits with Bloods, they are expected to remove him. But SpottemGottem is clearly trying to stay ahead of the game, so he joined the Muslims. The one group that will accept any gang reject in Florida State Prison, defend them, protect them, etc. Honeycomb Brazy even spoke out on rappers debating PC, saying, hell nah, I ain't going to no PC. I don't give a damn if someone got a gun in the dorm. Boy, that's hard over there in PC. 23 hours a day on lockdown. You can't do nothing but be Muslim when you come home. Well, now, SpottemGottem is Abdul Latif, and he's been transferred to Moorhaven Correctional, a private prison that only houses medium, minimum, and community custody levels. Now, the highest custody level you can have in Florida State Prison in general population is closed custody. And the fact that they aren't even allowed there, I'd assume he's at a sweet private prison they deem safe enough for him, as he's no longer in confinement. SpottemGottem's current release date is set for January 2nd, 2027. So
crazy,
basically,
bro.
he got popped. They transferred him. They put him somewhere sweet, private prison where they're gonna have the best canteen, and you know they probably got ACs in that motherfucker. The private prisons are way different than the state prisons, and yeah, I mean they flat out saying he's no good. The time that he DM'd me, he was probably confident because he was getting extorted by whoever. And then he hit another compound where they had morals, and they were like, nah, we're not letting that slide. We don't want the money. The money isn't good here. We're gonna pop dude that told you were blood, and then we're gonna pop you. And then we're gonna send word to wherever you go to get you popped repeatedly until you leave here or die here, essentially. That's how prison works.
And see, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, motherfucker got some organization, or like, that's standing on business, gang. That's standing on business. Like, motherfucker that move like that, you can't help but respect them, gang. It's like, you not just finna get with us. You don't give a fuck what you getting with us for. You know what I'm saying? Cause it like, first of all, you was never good. Nigga was goddamn putting you down, or thought he was putting you down just to extort your stupid ass, for one. So you still weren't good. You feel me? And then on top of that, that shit was fugazi anyway. So what the real ones did was took off that stupid ass nigga that put you down with us, cause you don't even fit the mold, my nigga. You don't even fit what we stand on. Like if you try to stand on what we stand on, you'll crumble, nigga. You'll fall. Like you don't even fit in over here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they took off the nigga that put him down, then took him off. That's cold. That's cold, gang. You can't help but respect that shit. That shit cold as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. That's cold, gang. That's some shit. That's some shit that be like. Cause it's like in most cases, motherfuckers that really move like that, motherfuckers that's really in their life and they really move like that, they not out here flashing guns in people's faces. Especially over no $80. You know what I'm saying? They ain't doing that type of shit, gang. Most motherfuckers that move like that, to where they eliminate any weak link like that, they move for real. And they only go into war when it makes sense. They only, you know what I'm saying? They only make it hot when you know what I'm saying, when it need to be warmed up in this bitch. That's like that type of organization, that type of movement, gang, you can't help but respect. You can't help but respect. And the only reason I say that is all because bro put a gun in the nigga face that was doing his job. If he never would have did that, I probably would have been like, oh damn. Like, damn, kinda fucked up. But nah, cause he still snitched on his boy. And then expected that nigga to get out and take up for him. Like, what? And you can't say, oh damn, I said that shit on accident. Like, nigga, how you not locked in that situation? Feds got you and they asking you questions about your partner and shit. You ain't oops. Like, nigga, ain't no room for no oops, nigga. What the fuck you mean oops? You can't talk about no oops, nigga. You said what you said. Now you gotta deal with it. But damn, bro. It's like, yeah, you can't help but respect that type of movement. You can't help but respect that type of movement. You know what I'm saying? You can't help but respect that stance when it comes to business. You can't help but respect that. I ain't gonna say shout out to the nigga, but y'all know what the fuck going on. But damn, it's like it's that's why I always say like it's a right way and a wrong way to do shit, to do certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And you got like all these the motherfuckers out here that's on the out. that's quote unquote in that life, that quote unquote mob tie shit like that, and they doing stupid shit like that. Most times, bro, when they run into the real motherfuckers, them niggas ain't going for that shit. Them niggas ain't going for that shit. This nigga desperately wanted protection so bad. He became Muslim. And there's probably Muslims out here that don't even fuck with bro, cause how he get down. That's the crazy part. There's probably Muslims out here that don't fuck with shot at. Muslims ain't sweet neither, nigga. Especially if they independent. But Muslims ain't sweet neither, nigga. Them niggas, man, y'all know what's going on. Them niggas militant in the motherfucker. Them niggas not sweet and they'll do it to your stupid ass. Real. But yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. We out there, bitch. We'll see y'all.